Synthetic biology holds the promise of creating sustainable materials at the intersection of engineering and biology. Judy, how does PhaBuilder take advantage of synthetic engineering to create sustainable materials?
Synthetic biology actually helps us to create an environment for a large amount of biomanufacturing products. For example, we use a bacteria called Hellomonas, and we want to produce PHA out of this bacteria. But originally, this PHA exists in the cell of the bacteria, but it only contains a small amount of PHA. So we use synthetic biology to help it to produce a large amount of PHA to make it more suitable for mass production instead of only in the lab or only in the natural environment.
And PHA holds the promise of creating a totally alternative plastic that has no adverse effects, is not toxic, and is not introducing any microplastics into the environment. Can you talk about how PhaBuilder is building alternative plastics?
We found this Hellomonas bacteria in Salty Lake in China. It's 20 years ago. So we found that it can exist in very extreme environment, but other bacteria cannot. So then we found if we add some salt or alkali inside of the fermenter, the other bacteria from the air, they will die. But our bacteria, they can exist there. So that's why we can use open fermentation during the whole production process.
Without the risk of contamination.
Yeah, without the contamination, and we don't need to sterilize everything. So that saves a lot of costs, because I know other companies, they have to use like high temperature or high pressure to do the sterilization. So then we can send it to our customers, so they can make it like you make plastic products. They can make cups or cutleries or anything you can imagine in your daily life. It can offer the benefits of plastics because it has similar properties, but it can avoid the damage to the environment, and it becomes just water and carbon dioxide.
So it's 100% biodegradable with no negative impacts on the environment. But there are alternative plastic companies out there that are emerging companies looking to have the same impact as PhaBuilder. The existing equipment that plastic manufacturers use, whether it be flexible plastics, rigid plastics, and all the different industrial applications, are very expensive to deploy. Yeah. How does PhaBuilder take advantage of existing equipment that's already in the marketplace to make plastics?
The good thing is that our material has very similar properties as plastics. So we already cooperated with several partners to use their existing machine to produce like straws, like paper cup coating, and also the cutleries, and it all worked perfectly.
So Judy, what is the cost to make for example, a PhaBuilder straw or plastic cup alternative versus what's in the market today?
The biomanufactured products are still a little bit expensive. For the straws, it's probably 5 to 6 times more expensive than the plastics ones. But we believe with the development of synthetic biology, as well as the scale up of the capacity, we think the costs will be lowered to about 2 to 3 times. But for the recent 5 years, I think we will focus on some value added or some high value applications, such as cosmetic containers, cosmetic packaging. And also we will focus on some areas that the regulations require that you have to use compostable materials, such as coffee capsules. They said you cannot separate the coffee from the capsules, so you have to use the compostable materials. We also focused on the medical applications, such as the medical devices that will implant inside of your body, because PHA is biocompatible with human bodies. So the degradable products, actually, it's called 3HB. It's already was added in some food additives or some medicines, so it's already there. So if you implant the PHA device inside of some human body,
as a medical device, a physical implant,
inside of the body, it will degrade into something good for your health. It's not microplastics or anything toxic.
What's the longer term roadmap from here for PhaBuilder? Is it geographic expansion, or is it across industries with different applications, or both?
I should say both, because we have an R&D team who's focusing on developing different applications. And we already partnered with different industry leaders, such as the top 5 straw producers in China or top 1 bank in China, something like that. So we want to co-develop a formulation for pH applications. So that is one. The other is of course, we want to expand. We want to build more business centers in Europe and in America, because we have already 50 customers around Europe and America. And we would like to scale up. Right now, we have a 1,000-ton capacity plant in Beijing, and we're going to build another plant in central China with the capacity of 30,000 tons.